Yo, what's up? It's your boy Gregory Gray. That's my government name. Welcome to Dope Living TV Live. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. I'm gonna put it up right now. We do not own the copyright to, not necessarily trailer, but I'm gonna change it up. I gotta change it because that's not right. We do not own the copyright to the music. I'm changing it right now. Used in this presentation. Entertainment purposes only. So when y'all coming at us trying to say, "Hey man, you my music man, all right, you make it," but hey, look, dude, entertainment purposes only. I'm gonna leave that running for a minute because
I'm chill like that. 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 I'm chill.
today on the show we're doing spoken word, all right, all day. Spoken word. We might talk about a couple of things too. But spoken word day on the show today. Spoken word. What's up, Gina?
Hey.
We feel
Had to go head on and put it out there, Made it happen. Okay. Today we talking about spoken word today. Okay, we did it last week. Got us in a nice little vibe. So we decided we are gonna do it again. So spoken word artists are gonna come on tonight. Okay.
We had some good people on.
I'm saying hopefully they're gonna come on.
That's okay. I got my spoken word.
Got hers ready. I didn't get one ready, but I do have something for you guys. Right off the bat, this guy named Royalty, man. Listen to this, Gina. Everybody that's watching right now, I know it's early, but we might play it again. We might not. But listen to this, and we'll be right back. Dope Living TV Live.
To your flag of the United States of America and to your republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who? For you? For some? Not for us, not for our people, so please stop saying we equal with your flag of red, white, and blue in one hand. You beat us, until we're black and blue with the other beat us, until we're none beat us, until we can't walk straight, then you put us in chains if we lucky. But for the ones of us who aren't so lucky, you tell us to put our hands up.
Ooh.
That was deep, but I don't think it played. We froze for some reason.
It played.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw the whole thing.
I mean, it played on ours, but I don't know if it played for the public. I don't know. So I might try it again. All right. But we back on. I could see us rolling. I don't know what happened with the video, but that was deep.
That was real deep. And
That was-
he's young.
exactly. Bro, man was feeling something. And, anybody going through something, man. Whew. What's going on, Nicole? Nikki, Nicole. Hey, y'all. So that's what we're doing today, man. I mean, we're going to have some people come on. What's up, Nova Carmichael? Bring Tiara Shorter on. She bad? Let's hear her. Let's hear her. We need to hear that.
We
Right?
want to hear. Come
Gotta
on.
hear. Because that's what spoken word is about, okay? And we talked about that before. And we could touch on it again. Spoken word and rap are two different things, similar but different. Spoken word is from the heart. Did you see the expressions, the expressionism from this young man? It was moving.
And for him to be able to express something that deep as a youth, I mean, that it blew the socks off my feet.
I just think, man, he had to be a high schooler or something. It might have been early 20s or something like that. But
Yeah.
for him to think like he's there and have the passion and the feelings and to talk on something so clearly, that's something else, man. That's something else.
Yeah.
Then we
applaud him.
then we come to Gina's rap. I mean, Gina's spoken word. And
Well, at least it's not well, whatever. I never claimed to be a spoken word artist.
absolutely. That's the part I'm gonna give you,
But
right?
since I can try.
I'm gonna get to you.
I can try.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stylings of Gina Gaston.
Heartbeat brings life. Heartbeat brings life. Heartbeat Lisa Strife. Heartbeat brings joy. Heartbeat Esther Chloe. Heartbeat brings pain. Heartbeat can't sustain. Heartbeat brings tears. Heartbeat lasts for years. Heartbeat. 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 Hey, there we go.
Hey, well, I need Maurice now. I need the Portuguese police.
Hey.
So, Gina, can you explain how you came up with that?
Well, heartbeat, and if you listen to a lot of my poems / spoken word, they're all about natural things like earth, rain, feelings, pain, death, life. So that's what I base them on, and I think it comes subconsciously from things I've experienced.
That's where it's supposed to come from, though.
Yeah.
Your experiences, your pains, your triumphs.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've had some people say a few of mine are dark, but I went through a dark time in my life too, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'm not a poet, okay, but I have feelings. Check this out. From a bright, shiny golden yellow to a dimmer amber glow. If the sunset is seen in certain places, it's more beautiful than you know. The time of day where some creatures hide and others start to show. When the sun sets, the weather changes, the cool air starts to blow. Better to be inside if it's winter air once the north wind starts to blow until the sun rises again and the cool air will have to go. The rise is just as beautiful as the fall. There could never be fake. It's a sight that makes you appreciate life. A sight. Nah, I can't finish it.
Oh, hey, Ludine. That my girl.
But Ludine, that's the
Ludine
thing.
been hanging out by me. I'm gonna have to take a day to go down to where she's hanging out down at the art gallery and different places right down there on Lake Street.
That is the most eclectic woman I know. I mean, she is
beautiful.
She's wonderful. She is a beautiful human being, man. She's happy to know that one right there, Ludine. That's my girl. She knows about this spoken word too. Right?
Oh yeah.
So Dean, I don't know if you heard Gina's and you heard the one that I just did. In your opinion, who had the most feeling? You know, Gina was like, what was that key word you used?
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat.
Heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. Wait till you hear my next one.
Oh Lord, have mercy, Lord, till we hear your next one. Yeah, we love you as well, Ludine. You know this.
Love you too, Ludine.
But see now, Gina, it's probably gonna be you and me because she only heard the last of mine. Ludine only heard
and you couldn't even finish it.
I could. There was only one line left.
Well, why did you finish?
A sight that makes life slow.
Yours didn't have any feeling.
Mine did.
You need to have a feeling because it's coming from deep down. Spoken word is coming from deep down within. You're not reciting. You're not reading. About the sunset. It's coming. It's. Did you hear the young man? I mean, he brought you into what he was. You can envision what he was talking about.
It was about the sunset. You're not gonna give me that. It was about the sunset. Oh. I gave you a real picture of what it's like when the sun sets and the cool air starts to come through. You know, as it cools down.
You gotta put some feeling in it, so I know it's sunset. I should feel that heat on my forehead. I should feel the sweat dripping down my face.
You should be a porn writer. Look at you. Go ahead, Gina. I'm listening. Go ahead.
You ready for my next one? I'm gonna show you how to do it.
Show me how to do it. Let's go.
You ready for the next one?
Go ahead, Ludine. Check this out.
Get your tissue.
Oh Lord.
When God created man one day, he wanted them to go his way. But two people ate from the tree of life, and all evil was in their sight. The world was filled with hatred and sin, but there was salvation from women and men. The animals marched on 2 by 2, a new beginning for me and you. It rained for 40 days and nights. The water reached tremendous heights. They traveled by faith, sight unseen, not knowing what the future may bring. Life reproduced, starting new generations, thus giving birth to a brand new nation. Moses traveled the mountainside, but the human race would not abide. Let's idolize, lust, dance, drink up. No more worship, just pure corrupt. Walking on water, casting out demons, Jesus gave the world another meaning. Respect thy neighbor, honor thy mother, turn the other cheek, love one another. The Decalogue set the pace to make the earth a better place. Not everyone was happy to see Jesus fighting for you and me. They hated him so much, they nailed him down, pierced his head with a thorn-made crown. But that didn't stop his goal. He's out to save our souls. He rose from the ground without a sound, sat by his Father's side, waiting for you to abide. The choice is yours. He's not taking score. With the right path, you'll never lose. He wants you to choose. He loves us so much, he died for our sins. Amen, amen, amen.
Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody say what's up to Fontaine.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All good.
Hey, Fontaine.
Hey, that was good. I just caught the end of that.
Yeah, you should have called the period when she said period, when she was done. All right. So here's the thing. Just because you put Jesus and everybody all up in your poetry don't mean we're supposed to do all this. All right.
Don't be hating. Get credit where credit is due.
I give you. I got a credit card for you, okay? But you know that right there. And just because Fontaine, she was like this, and Jesus, and Jesus, Jesus.
Stop it.
That don't make it a poem.
Come on, do it with me. Do it with me. Do it with me.
Ladine did it for you. Ladine did it for you. All right. What's going on, Fontaine?
Now, how you feeling?
Throw something on him, Fontaine.
Everything's
Throw
good.
it on him because he don't know. He don't know.
Millicent said, "Love that, Gina." Okay, look, man, y'all come on.
Thank you,
You
Millicent.
know, that's why I started off as doing spiritual poetry. I just segued into other genres and just would talk about other aspects of my life. But for me, it all started with just an expression. You're going through things and you talk to God. Most people do, and I would just write down, these conversations I would have, and I wouldn't share them with nobody because it was personal to me. So eventually, I got to start sharing them with people and performing, and I started writing all kinds of stuff. So I can appreciate spiritual poetry because that's really where I started at, and where I originally was performing just spiritual poetry. So,
But let me ask you something, Fontaine, and Gina, that was good.
Thank
Let
you.
me ask you, Fontaine. So when you said you had a lot of stuff that you wasn't sharing with people, okay, didn't it feel like a weight lifted off your shoulder when you started putting it to verse and putting it out there?
oh, no doubt about it, man. It was liberating, in fact, man, because I would share. I think the only people I was sharing it with was my father, and I even had a cousin that was interested in watching and hearing some of the stuff, and I would like, put my arm over my book. I wouldn't let this nigga even look over my hand and read none of the stuff that I was writing because it was so personal. Now, I think too, and Gary, for me, in writing poetry just seems so weak. But for me, I was doing it on a personal level. It was private. I wasn't even telling nobody I was writing. But
And see, it's
when I started performing in open mics and other venues, man, it was really liberating. It was one of the best decisions I have made.
absolutely. And right now, man, you're the king of it right now, man. We got somebody here. What is that? How do you
I
say
am
that?
Genesis. Hi, how y'all doing?
Hi, Genesis.
Where'd I get the 3 from? I mean,
I'm very spiritual, so it's a E backwards. It's 3.
Okay.
So I am the beginning. Women are the beginning, and they're the first man from God. So
there you
women
go.
are very.
I love it.
Absolutely. So you Fontaine?
Yes,
Fontaine,
yes, I
You
know.
got an open mic. You got an
how-
open mic in Chicago, man. That's absolutely dope, man. I hope she drop a plugger for her because she got a super dope open mic in the city, a slam, in fact.
Nice.
And she a powerful force out here to be reckoned with. And I just wanted y'all to meet her and her to come on the panel if she could make it, and she did.
Oh, for sure, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely support you as well, okay?
Well, thank you.
If your verses, your poetry is better than Gina's.
Gina, I write for.
I am not a spoken word. I'm an author.
Okay.
I'm not a spoken word artist, but I do have poems that I've written. I haven't published them or done anything with them. There's something different I want to do with them. I'm not going to share because it's different from what most people do with poems. And I'm hoping to get it out in 2022. But
Way
I'm
down
not
south in
ashamed
the
to be a
jungle deep.
spoken word artist.
Way down south in the jungle deep.
You will definitely have your book published in 2022 if that's what you want. You gotta claim it all day.
She just claimed it for you, Gina. I'm Genesis. How did you get started doing this?
To be honest, poetry saved my life.
Whoa.
Back in 2017, I was stationed in Schofield Barracks in Hawaii, and then I had like a really hard time out there. So I ended up getting out, retiring out, and then just staying there. And I remember a lady who was getting me out of service was like, "Oh, we got open mic. You should come out and just come check it out since you write poems and stuff." And then that was my first time like ever on stage, and I just loved it since. So I just been out here feeling good about it.
How was that first time? Did you bring down the house?
You know, I was so scared, but I did. A lot of people liked it. Like, I was surprised because I was like, ain't nobody gonna like this mess. And I never remember my pieces. So I'm like, everybody else then got up here and they spit from the top of their head. And I'm sitting here reading off a phone. I'm not a spoken word artist. I can't do this. And I was just scared because it was one of them poems that make you sit there and think like, little old her is like that. Is she, all in your business? So
let me ask both of y'all, if and you just said something that just made me come up with this question. So I see a lot of you guys, y'all up there, and y'all relating to the audience. Everything's good, okay? You just said that the first time that you read from a book, you had a book that everybody else is doing. Is that a taboo for a spoken word artist to read from a book or phone?
Sometimes I don't know. Maybe it's just a personal preference. It just depends on the poet. But a lot of times we want to be able to, it's like, spit our poem from the top of our head because you have a more passionate about it when you do it because you're speaking your truth and nobody else's. I mean, I can't say that maybe Fontaine feels a different way.
No, that was some advice that a guy, KJ Unscripted, gave me some years ago. That he said, just remember one piece by heart, and it allowed for you to connect with your audience. And I did one piece for like maybe a year strong, the same exact poem everywhere I went, every show. It was the only one that I was comfortable doing that I knew with confidence from front to end. And I performed it over and over and over, and just that single poem. And it was a spiritual poem, and it built the confidence that I needed to do other things. And now I don't read on stage. I didn't read on stage then, but it was, for me, it was something about knowing your poem by heart that allowed for you to like get your hands free, and you can actually connect with the audience better. To me,
perform.
And, you can perform, your stage presence kind of go up.
Do you guys think that poetry has become more popular with Amanda Gorman coming out and doing what she did?
I don't even know who that is.
Right. I know. I was thinking the same thing.
I'm sorry. She's a young lady that did the poem for the inauguration.
Oh, okay. No, I wouldn't say that poetry been. I mean, I've been spending.
It's been other guys, Joshua Bennett, and there's a few other guys that perform for Obama, and it's been poetry been around for some time. There's some guys that be on the rap scene with poetry, and it just hadn't got the same popularity as rap music, but it definitely got a lot of popularity. Even Common was known. Common, everybody know him as being a poet.
Yeah. Poetry. Yeah. We got some nice people out there. I grew up on Def Poetry Jam was my favorite show to watch.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I remember poetry, seeing that a lot at. So for me, when I see new poets, it's like, oh, okay. But I already know like the back end of it. So it's
Ludine says she was a part of a poetry group for 10 years in Chicago called Powwow with Gary Kelachukwu's Beautiful Soul Movement. I remember that some time ago. So you mentioned Def Poetry Jam, which came after Def Comedy Jam, kind of lost its flavor. Why wouldn't people pick up on Def Poetry Jam like that, though? The same way that they did with the Comedy Jam.
I think it did pick up because I picked it up and I'm a person, so I guess it would be.
It didn't last long.
Well, I don't think it was enough like funding or people to keep coming, and after a while, like they tried it out and maybe people wasn't as interested in it as they should have been, or
I think we need
maybe change. They don't get poets are underpaid as well.
Yeah, I think we need to do it again and make sure that these poets get paid. What you think?
Well, actually, I am on the prowl for doing that. So I got a Puffin Poetry show this Saturday, December 11th. If you enter 420, it's gonna have 420 vendors there. We're gonna have edibles. You can smoke in the building, and you can listen to some dope poetry.
Make sure we get that information. This in Chicago?
Yes, it's on 74 11.
That-
Oh, Stony Island.
Okay. It's a subculture. It's been here since forever. Hills and valleys. Ludine says the poetry scene is grand and mainstream. So, okay. Hey, you know what? While we got you here, Miss Genesis,
Hmm.
can you bless us?
I can bless you. Let me read from my
For
book
some reason, I
I
can't hear
wrote.
you guys. I'm gonna have to wait till I get back in my car. Y'all can bear with me.
Okay.
You know we're
Okay.
gonna be here for a minute, Fontaine. It's all good.
All right. This poem is called Mending Pages. And it goes like this. Filling me up with your words of false dreams. See, your actions ripped our books apart. I did not want to be just your chapter. I wanted to be a part of your cover, committed to where my pages turned into your pages. See, I guess my page tore, and without any regard, you crumbled it up as if it was a rough draft and started over. No whiteout, no tape, no regard to the lead that you left in between my pages. Not just my thighs, not just my head, but my heart. You led me to believe that the words you wrote would finally take up the spaces and gaps in between our pages without any interruption. Your lead once wrote our paragraphs. And now I'm left to paraphrase your actions, and I know you're just a chapter without an end because I'm a woman that reads within. And that's that piece.
That's that. Please, let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That was good.
Fontaine, what
Thank
she do, man? What she do, boy?
I don't think Fontaine can hear us.
Oh,
He can spit though. I remember first seeing him. I went to Hood Raises. It was a show by this guy named Hood Raise, and it was my first poetry going since the pandemic. And Fontaine was there. He did his piece about he can't live without her. And I love that piece, even though I'm a woman and he talk mad trash, but that is my favorite piece from
We get
him.
to hear that one.
He did that for us last week.
Is that
Yes.
the same one? Oh, that was the same one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
He killed that last week. He did that for us last week, and yeah, it had some words, but
Controversy.
but you had to listen to the whole thing in order to understand what he was saying. It wasn't basically berating the woman, because at the end, what did he say?
But I need her.
I need her.
I can't be without her. That was my favorite poem. I think some women get upset about it, but I thought it was funny and I liked it.
It is so good to see women in this genre of art. Okay, here's another one here. That's my girl right there. That's Brandy. That's my time.
Hi, Brandy.
Man, I don't understand what's happening.
I'm just saying, it's great to see women doing their thing. Okay, this is why last week we were so inspired. Okay, that we got something in store. Okay.
Okay.
And Ms. Genesis, I hope you're around for it. Okay, hang out with us. All right.
Okay.
I had a nice long talk with Miss It's My Time, and we're gonna put something together. All right.
Okay.
Because that deaf poetry jam, I loved it too. Okay. And
Yeah.
I think it's something that needs to be done with the proper hosts, with the proper people on there, which will bring the other people on. Because I mean, what you guys are telling are stories, real stories, all right? But it's from the heart. They're your stories.
Exactly.
We could always fantasize about other people's stories and rap about and sing about some stuff that ain't real.
Yeah.
The spoken word, it's real. It's real life, okay? And it's very expression. It has a lot of expression, in my opinion. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all are professionals at it. I'm just a clown, all right. But it's really, it shows expressionism, and it's like it comes from the heart. I played something earlier from this young man, and I'm gonna play it again before we leave. And this guy, he had to be in his late teens or early 20s.
Very young.
It was. I mean, I thought he was gonna cry on there, man. It was something else, man. I'm telling you.
Wow. Yeah, I love it.
Good, Miss Genesis. That was good. I love it. I love it.
Well, thank you. Hopefully, y'all can come out to the show and see me, on stage.
Is it this weekend?
Yes, it's this weekend. We got a lot of people coming out.
Brandon, you better get your ticket.
What for? What show?
Puffin Poetry.
Oh, I most definitely need to see that.
Brandy don't need to get no tickets. She can be there. She can be there.
But I do want to plug in. I will be performing on Friday at the Trap and Burlesque show.
Sure is. That's the day after Saturday.
You said the burlesque show?
It's a Trap and
I
Burlesque.
think I want to go to this.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to the Debauchery Ball. Have you heard of that?
No.
It's like a house party. Like back in the day, the house music.
Mm-hmm.
Ben, I think Ben was telling me about that last year, the debauchery party
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
Kari. He's like a big poet in Chicago. His name is Kari.
We got to link up and exchange information.
Yeah, this definitely is gonna be going down in there. It's an all black scandalous affair. You don't want to miss it.
What you mean scandalous? Scandalous.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know you gotta come and find out.
Not to come check it out, Greg. I ain't never been, but I've heard things.
This will be my first time going to one. I've been to burlesque shows, and they said it's like burlesque shows, but a little hotter.
Oh, so it's just straight porn. Okay, cool.
I mean, I don't know.
There.
It's my first time to go, so I'm excited. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be dope. So I was just like, okay, cool.
I'm there.
Yes. Yeah, I gotta get y'all tickets off of Eventbrite.
Hey man, I'm famous, so they'll let me in when they see me at the door.
Okay. You know how you get in, fit in.
I'm good. Trust me. Watch. Matter of fact, y'all come with me, okay? If I come, when I get
Greg's been around a long time.
y'all come with me.
Okay.
Walk through that door, okay, man. I get on stage and say, hey man, look. Damn it. That's that piece. Yeah.
There seems to be a certain connection with spoken word artists.
Yeah.
Kind of like a family where you all can relate to each other.
You know
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, okay? I think that's how it's going to bring together a lot more, all right? Especially with platforms like this and other platforms that allow you guys to come on and do what you do, all right? Because a lot of people don't do this. They need to. You guys need to saturate this social media and get on these shows that don't conventionally let people like you get on. They don't. A lot of people don't want to hear. They don't understand that you got to be diversified and let everybody do what they got to do. All right.
Yeah.
Brandon, you got something for me?
What y'all looking for? Inspirational, sexy. It doesn't matter.
I'm looking for whatever Brandon gets my time got.
However you feel.
Whatever you want to do. Let's go.
Well, I've been drinking, so I'm in a more of a sensual sexual mood. So we'll go there.
Hold on, let me get my lotion. Hold on. Go ahead. Go ahead, Brandon.
Okay, this piece is called Brandy in the Cup. 2 glasses I pulled out the cabinet. I have my drink, of course, for myself and a particular drink for you. You eased up behind me with your lips, running across my neck and back and down my spine. And the world stopped with no knowledge of the time. And all I know is brandy on your lap and brandy in your cup. This apple crown I'm drinking got this mouth watering and ready to fuck and suck. You smell your fresh cut, depending on how the night goes, you might just be in luck. I gave you a sip of brandy. Now your ass running around here thinking your cameo singing, it tastes just like candy. Ready to unleash, I ain't bragging. My pussy tastes so good that one taste for me, the wetness, this fatness, while I try to suppress these feelings while your tongue undress me. So what's happening? That's that brandy in your cup. So let me know what's up. I sip and then I lick the tip, stroking my tongue back and forth while holding on with a firm and steady grip. Cough up and put a little spit and look down at this face and said, shit, you my bitch. Forever. No, nigga, this mouth is just clever. Like Maxwell say, whenever, wherever, whatever you want, I'll give and do. It ain't all about me, but it's about pleasing and pleasuring you too. I get up and started to walk away. You grabbed my arm so quick, dropped to the knees and started to lick my split, causing this pussy to drip all over that beard, nigga. You ain't slick. You just ready to give me that dick. And I ain't worried one bit, cause I'm ready to ride, bounce it back and take that shit. I felt my warmth between my legs. I needed all them kisses to the pussy from that head. My smooth peanut butter skin. You said my sensual moaning in your ear sounded like a beautiful orchestra and the violin playing so softly, playing so softly, killing me so softly. This ain't Lauren Hill, but I'm ready for you to demolish it and kill this pussy. This here ain't cheap, causing you to spend a bag because this shit is costly. And that's because it's a boss in me. If you play your cards right, you will think it's Thanksgiving. Mac and cheese on the menu, wet and creamy, get you feeling extravagant, not wanting to eat elbow but linguine. Nigga, this ain't Italian, but I do have Meg knees, cause in the bedroom I'm a stallion. And I'ma be wildin' on that dick. The love you feel so different. I feel like Mariah and you thick. You just know that the love don't cost a thing. I got you so amazed and intrigued by everything I have to offer that you checking out wedding rings. That you ready to say I do to head. I do to my lady parts. That you so lost you don't know where to start. So come here so I can suck. Like I'm drinking a White Castle shake. This shit's so thick, I just wanted your balls in my jaws. I just wanted that dick for goodness sake. You feeling that brandy in your cup. Get your ass dancing in the mirror like you Patrick Swayze and Ghost. What the fuck? That's that brandy in your cup. A gentle kiss to the forehead as you push me back on the bed. As your tongue led to my breast. As you circled the nipple more than a mouthful is a waste. So much action in this bedroom, the harder they fall, feel like we in the Wild West. You know it's part two, so after the show, we'll finish the rest. You still got brandy in your cup, and as DJ Khaled say, you're the best.
Hey. Ludine said you
Yes.
needed a disclaimer.
Rated R.
I'm not
That's that brandy in that cup.
brandy in the cup. Most
I like the
definitely.
title. I like the title. I like how
Yes.
she put that
Brandy.
name in. That's
I-
nice.
That is good. That is good. You have to see her live when she be all dressed up and stuff.
Right.
And most definitely will be like that on
Jennifer
Friday.
said, Greg, what's wrong with your glasses? LOL.
Right. What's going on?
They got a little steamed up.
Yes,
Just a little bit.
Ain't nobody thinking about Jennifer. That's all good. Hey, what's her name again? Brandy. So you gonna make sure you're gonna be at the debauchery ball with that one, huh?
Oh, I have something else a little more
No,
erotic.
yeah.
You got something else a little more.
She
a little
got a
more hot in the
burlesque.
moment?
Yeah, I have a burlesque, so you know we gotta do a little deeper.
How often do you do burlesque shows?
This is my first one, so
They're nice.
yeah, this is my first one, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Miss
You're gonna
Genesis,
have fun, huh?
Miss Genesis, do you do poetry like that?
Yeah, I have some poems like that. That's usually for erotica night or something. Usually they have nights like that. I know in Atlanta, Moan Room.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dope Living TV Erotica Night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss Genesis is going to give us her stylings as well.
Y'all really want that poem?
We want them poems, okay? Because last week everybody was a little subdued except for Fontaine. I ain't expected anyway. I knew Fontaine was gonna come out like that, okay? But this week, Brandy came out. Jennifer says he had you going. I see. Jennifer, shut up, okay? That's Jennifer Williams, businesswoman. I love that woman to death, man. She's good people, okay? But yeah, Genesis, you can go ahead. Look, don't listen to me. She didn't get. Look at her. She didn't turn her whole body all around. So you see her. She's like, "Go ahead, girl."
Okay. I got you. Now, this is when I was back in the day when I was, being scandalous, having a good time, enjoying life, single life, the glories of it. And I used to go to the gym a lot. And there's this guy in the gym. Lord, help me. He was definitely some eye candy. So I wrote this poem about him because I was always wanting him to say something to me, but he never did. And I never said nothing to him. But this is what I thought I would say to him.
What's wrong with him? Go ahead.
Okay. It's called Addicted.
I bet it is. Go ahead.
I'm addicted to your chocolate-covered kisses that cover your skin. I want you to spread my legs like yoga nastiness. Do some Olympic tricks on your dick followed by some graphic pics. See, my body is fueled by your lips. Flourish by water, powerful enough to drown you, soft enough to cleanse your skin, deep enough to make you pretend that I'm Hurricane Lane coming in for the weekend. Yeah, I'm stretching these legs up and down, long and wide, and a little from the side. See, I'm trying to be your treat tonight. Dipped in whipped cream, honey, caramel, strawberry. See, your body is my H-Town playground singing. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots. So give me that good love. I'm addicted. Yes, I'm addicted to your Kama Sutra tongue that does backflips on my clicks, soaked in a puddle of your kisses, neck tattooed of my intentions of marking my territory. I'm grabbing the microphone out your pants, making it do a handstand as I swallow down my throat as you stroke, and stroke, giving me cavities as I lick you like a lollipop down the shaft of your wet dreams. Pulse racing, legs aching as I breathe heavy on this treadmill. 1 mile to go. See, I'm watching the print go, 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 go. In those jogging pants as you walk past so. See, I don't see a gold band on your left hand, so let's make plans on this doggy style position, cowgirl submission, and that new bedrock edition. Signed, My Treadmills of Addictions. And that's that piece.
That is that piece. That's pieces.
Pieces.
Yeah, that's plural.
Yeah, but I was in love with him. Every time he walked past me, he was just so.
But did he know? Did he?
No, I never said nothing to him because I just had too much going on at the time, and I wasn't living right. I just was gonna let him continue on living his life. But I should have.
She said she
should have. Yeah, I just stayed away. Because I know I wasn't no good at the time. So
wow, do you regret your choices? You regret your choices now?
I mean, it was a couple different people that I was interested in, but I just was like, I don't even know if they want something for real, and I ain't really on that. I just like what I see, so I just let them be. Some people be trying to heal themselves from whatever else going on. I don't want to come interrupt what they trying to do and be playing games because I definitely I wasn't living right.
True that.
I wasn't ready.
Are you fulfilled now, though? Are you with that one that you can write a poem about?
Yeah, I believe I am. I believe so. I'm not married yet, but I'm taking my time. But if that happens, that I believe I am currently. But stuff change, people change.
If you write that poem like that for him, come on, girl. It's over.
Well, a person have to make you feel a certain way for you to write anything about him. That's
you wrote nothing about this guy that you with?
What, the one that I'm with? I've never.
Oh Lord, yeah, Brandy, you hear me, right? Go ahead.
Not yet. Nope.
How long y'all been
together? 3 years.
Oh Lord.
Brandy. Right?
Now he gonna watch the show and feel like he's not significant enough.
Exactly. She said.
Hey, y'all can't be doing people like spoken word. It's really. I used to start off like spoken word as like depressing stuff. Like I was having depressing stuff, and then I kept going to these orgasm shows, and we had to have like some erotic poetry, and I would have this depressing shit that I was going through. So I was just trying to come up with stuff. So they just happened to be that guy I was just staring at. But men need to understand that it takes a man can turn on a woman by just telling her how fine she is. She smell good. She look good. Just be real vulgar and just attentive to her, so she feels like she's that special one. And then I feel like writing about you.
You said be vulgar?
Not but like slap your ass. You know, just a little. You know what I'm saying? A little manliness going on. You know, like, hey, I want that extra little grab. You know what I'm saying? Like he the alpha.
Wait a
I'm
minute,
sorry.
Randy, I'm gonna ask this question. So in 3 years, this dude ain't smacked your ass and made you feel that way? Come on.
They do make you feel that way, but like when you write poetry, I want to be like, ooh, it's a different feeling. I don't know.
Fontaine.
It's like the Madonna complex for women.
Fontaine.
Man, something wrong with my. God damn it.
Can you hear me? That's that piece right there. That's that piece. But that's interesting.
Go ahead, Brandy. She didn't say nothing. She like.
She trying to figure out what the hell you talking about. That's what she.
That's the Brandy kicking in.
That's fine. That's fine.
Can you hear us, Fontaine?
Yeah, I got you. I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, my
Hey,
bad.
before your toy phone act up again, man.
Wow.
Pour them two cans and that string mess up, man. Look.
He got to spit us one now. He got to
give us
spit
a little something. Give us a little something from a man's point of view.
All right, can I do can I do something spiritual right quick? Is that cool?
Spiritual? Cool. No, that's not fair. He said spiritual.
That's because Genesis done put us all in hell right now. But go ahead, dude.
Nobody think I got it in me, man, and it be kind of hurting my feelings when I go out places and I say that and people like, man, no, you don't. And I'm like, man, you know, just because I write this and that don't mean I don't talk to God either. I you know, it's short, but it's I'm gonna get right into it. I told God that I wanted to be like Enoch, and He said, "What makes you think you won't?" And I said, "Because I want to walk with angels." He said, "What makes you think you don't?" Because I am Saul. Because I have dealt death and done it all. Because I am rotten to the core. From my furthest reaches to my subliminal, your people I have ridiculed with the mindset of a criminal. You see, the more I embrace this world around me, the more I am getting rid of you. And this makes me Saul, reprobated mind and all, self-serving and without law. See, I felt worthy to dissolve all. I know his woolly hair and his blonde skin without flaw. But I am not him. I know there are angels in heaven that are doing your will. But I am not them. I am Saul, down, dusted, and appalled by my evil acts and unhallowed cause as I marched men to the gallows walls. I could have saved so with these fallow dogs. But instead, I crack jokes. I cross paths every day. But I never mention you to folks. Because I am Saul. Because my soul is weak and my mind is small. So my conversations are usually whatever I choose it. Mostly who killed who and what drugs they were using. Mostly sports, TV shows, and other mindless amusements. As I succumb to the damage of these worldly inducements. And this makes me Saul. Now who are you? That's my spiritual job.
You make me feel like
a heathen, right?
Like that. When you normally do so, I feel like a heathen, but I'm feeling that one now.
I know.
I felt that.
Just throw me out there.
I felt that.
I felt that one, yeah.
Okay, so to y'all question, you said I haven't wrote anything about the guy I'm with now. I did, but it wasn't a sexual piece. It was. It's called Matrimony. No, I've been had it, but It's called Matrimony, and it was a time that we was having a serious issue in our relationship, and I wrote that poem.
Spit that
So
out
it
there.
was never a sexual piece. I've never wrote anything sexual about the person.
I mean, and that's fine. I was just asking the question, but if you know, but it's Brandy's turn. Brandy, what you got for me?
Okay. We're gonna do a piece called Goddess.
Call what?
Goddess.
Goddess. Let's go.
Poetry is when an emotion has found its thoughts and thoughts the word. When I walk through a room, I'm pretty sure you can see the pain and hurt built. With many layers on me, it's so noticeable as if you're looking at my life while standing on some stilts. Me walking around with everything done to me and filled with fucking guilt. Activating my goddess will be one of the hardest. Cause I'm at my lowest while I'm in a room smoking that good ganja. Thoughts filling my head while quoting what needs to be spoken. Cause I got a nudge in my soul begging to be released and woken. But I'm a goddess. I'm gonna get through this, I promise. No matter what, regardless, cause I'm a goddess. It takes life to happen while I walk around trying to distract my thoughts with fashion. Just wanted to be wanted and loved in my life, but that's always been lacking. Family and friends said, fuck me. Men not caring, I can guarantee, because they will fuck you. They will fuck you. Men not caring, I can guarantee, because they will chase you, try to fuck you, treat you like debris. But I'm a goddess, and I'm going to get through this, I promise. No matter what, regardless, because I'm a goddess. Being raped and not having any escapes. Being abused, missing the love from daddy and looking for it in me, and to only be left confused, misused, and my soul bruised. But I'm a goddess, and I'm going to get through this, I promise. No matter what, regardless, because I'm a goddess. Life almost broke me, had me contemplating death while fear choked me. I had died over and over again. No one to come to my aid. Just a cold shoulder, giggles and laugh, but no one just to hold me. I lived in fear what others thought and seeing me. I didn't love myself to know the treasures that was deep within me. Nothing and no one can measure what self-love can bring. Not even men with just temporary pleasure. I just wanted the goddess from within to be in love with her. Loving the idea of love can bring an extreme amount of anxiety, pressure, and insecurity. But at the same time, bring the feelings of warmth, protection, and my security. I don't give a fuck what nobody else is going through. This is finally my show with baggage and failures in tow. I've been so down and low at my lowest. I'm digging down to where my glow finally is. Men can see a damsel in distress a mile away, but want to play daddy and security to their precious little girls. But at the same time, get women after women being fed with lies and bullshit while just trying to get her pearls. Steady going and putting myself through this shit makes me think about Jasmine Sullivan's song, A Girl Like Me, and she say, you must have wanted something different. Still don't know what I was missing. What you asked, I would have given. It ain't right how these hoes be winning. Why they be winning? No hope for a girl like me. How come they be winning? I ain't want to be, but you gonna make a hoe out of me. Yeah, being a hoe is an easy route. But to secure the bag, fix my baggage, fix my crown, let the hurt go, now that's classic. And always has been. I'm hurt. I'm hurting. I'm mean. I'm angry. I'm dramatic. I'm nagging. I'm damaged. These are just thoughts, not who I am. Because day after day, I have two people to live and stand for. I deserve to be filled the same way I pour, for that I know I will have many blessings in store because I'm a goddess. And I'm going to get through this, I promise, no matter what, because I'm a goddess.
That's that piece. That's that piece.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. See, you guys, y'all have conversations from a deeper place than most normal people, man. And I can really appreciate that because a lot of people don't feel like you guys feel. I mean, you guys, yeah, you eat, drink shit like everybody else, okay? But the thing is, you feel a little bit different when you have something to say. Does when you guys do this poetry, and I don't even call it poetry no more. It's not poetry; it's a different genre. It's spoken word. Okay, when you guys do the spoken word, does that take a little bit of the everyday stress and strain off of you guys? Do you write every day?
Uh,
I only write when I'm depressed.
Ah,
Yeah, when I'm happy, I do happy people shit. I just, you go and you do. For me, it's like it's like to take that whatever pain or things that I'm going through. It seems like just putting it on paper is just a huge relief, and performing it at open mics is like a huge relief from just the day to day hustle and bustle of working and raising kids. So it's therapeutic for me. I absolutely love to go to open mics. So
that's what's
yeah,
up.
I love it.
That's what's up. Genesis, what about you?
um, I say the same thing. I enjoy poetry. I just go to release stress. It helps me get out and mingle and talk to other people. I feel like it's my therapy.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely therapy.
Brandy?
Like I said last week, it's a journal. Y'all just hearing pretty much what I'm going through actively or in the past. But I've been in a happy place, so I got some love.
Um,
I ain't never did no love poem, so I get to do that instead of talking about my hurt. I get to switch it around, let people see a different side of me. Because everybody's seen the hurt. It's time for them to see the peace coming from within.
You in love, Brandy?
I am. I'm in
That's what's up.
oh man,
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, Brandy, that's that piece. That's that piece. Peace. That's that piece.
yeah.
Man, I love this, man. Okay, you know what I want to do, man. I've been envisioning this for the past ever since you guys been on, man. We need a tour. I mean, a paid tour. We need sponsorship. Corey, y'all hear me? Y'all hear me, right? We need sponsorship. We need to get out there, get in. And here's the good part about it. I saw this group do this a long time ago. Y'all come in the back door, right? Ain't nobody seeing nobody. We know who's coming, but ain't nobody seeing nobody. We put the billboards up. Everybody know you guys gonna be there. They don't know nothing about you. The moniker that I live by is you take small steps, you leave huge footprints. Okay, so you walk in that door, you get on that stage, you do what you do, and then get out. All right, make the people want you, as opposed to being up there socializing with them and this and that. Okay, it's cool, but make them want you. They want to be like, well, wait a minute, they gone. Yeah, they gone. You got to pay to see them next time too. You
Like
got to pay to
superhero.
see them next time. You already know how I think, Gina Fontaine.
Yeah,
Y'all know how I think.
yeah, I know. We be like superheroes
Exactly.
who being
Okay.
lead.
Let them find you. Now, what I'm going to do when I get off of here too is I'm gonna call this person that I know very well who has a radio station, and I want to get y'all on this radio station to do some of this poetry. All right. She got a big following, and I want to get you all on this. Okay, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah,
That's
no doubt.
fine. No doubt. I go where the poetry goes.
That's right.
Any rules? Any rules on her show?
Huh?
She got rules on her show.
Hey man, I helped her get what she got. Okay, you can say that I didn't if you want. I helped her get what she got. Okay, so
Oh.
if she got rules, that day gonna have to be a no rules.
No
Gonna have to be
rules
no rules.
barred.
She gonna have to. She gonna have to pay. She got to suck it up. And she got to. I'll pay the fine. She gonna have to suck it up though. Okay, because I really think that this is for me, it's so inspiring right now to just to be able to talk with you guys. Okay, I've been knowing you for a minute, Fontaine, but I'm a fan of Brandy's. I told her that last week. I'm a fan. All right, and Genesis, you just got a new fan right now, man. Okay,
Oh, thank you.
not because of that filthy shit y'all do. Okay, but because of the way that the way. No, I'm just joking with that. Okay, but it's the way that you guys really emote, and that's what people need to see. It's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to see it performed. You know what I mean? To see the expressions that you guys give. Uh, we gotta make that happen. Definitely gotta make that happen.
Oh,
And
no doubt.
I can tell
Always.
you, I can tell you, the new year it's gonna be completely different. I got too much stuff on my plate, and I got. You know, my father used to say, "Don't scrape that shit in the garbage. You gotta eat all that shit." Okay, so give me to eat and get some
I
people at
get
the
it.
table. Get a big table. You know what I mean? And we all gonna eat.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay? Brandy, I mean Genesis, you owe me one more.
I owe you one more.
Yeah, you act like
I
it's a
do
late.
too. Yeah,
Oh,
I think I do too.
you gonna
I've been
close
breaking.
this out? You gonna close it out for us, Fontaine?
What are y'all looking for?
Jenny, did you have something to say? I'm sorry. I'm just, you know me, Jenny. When I get excited, I talk.
No, I had a quick question for everybody on the panel. Have any of you done poetry competitions or open spoken word competitions where you're competing?
I don't like that too much. I've tried it one time, but poetry is like literally my baby, and you don't want nobody telling you your baby ugly. I remember a poet told me that one time, and I was like, that's some true shit, because you call my baby ugly, I'm ready to fight you. So I don't like going against nobody else, because that's like they truth. So how is they truth better than my truth? You know, that's how I feel. I mean, it's fun to do it, you know, to get some extra money or whatever, but I've tried it before, and I just don't. I get my feelings hurt, so I just don't do it.
I don't believe in competitions, though, man. Okay, because um, like my son is a rapper, okay, and when he was coming up doing his thing, I used to take him to these events, right? So you got these showcases, and there's 30 people on the showcase, right? So acts number 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, all of they people in there, and all of your people in there, and all of the 6 to 30 is in there. Everybody, there's a crowd of people, but as each performer performs, there are people leaving with them. By the time you get down to 29, it's like four people in there. They mama, they daddy, and they cousins. Okay, I don't like that. Okay, because now everybody else hasn't heard it. If it's a showcase, let's showcase. You know what I mean? And then you don't crowd a bunch of people on there, 3 or 4. That's or 5, maybe that's cool. Okay, and then let's get everybody hearing all of these people, what they got. And then if it's another 4 or 5 people, the next time we do it, other 4 or 5 people can come on. All right.
Man.
Everybody eating. And the ones that performed before, they'll come on again. They won't do as much, okay? But now they're the headliners. The ones that started it off, they're the headliners. They're the host of this. All right. And then the others come on. Okay. I got a plan.
I love it already.
Yeah.
I don't mind slams. I done been in a few slams, and to be honest, the first slam I was in, I did a spiritual poem. I got a negative infinity, which it is. So at that point, whatever the other judges give you, you still got infinity.
Right.
And I was fucked up about it. You know what I mean? And my guy was like, "Man, don't feel bad." He told me, "Don't feel bad, man. White people just don't believe in God." And I said, "Man, that's a little extreme."
Yeah.
But I did kind of feel like that, because I said, "Man, how do you do a spiritual poem and somebody in the audience and the judges give you a negative infinity? It's like, if you don't like it, just you don't have to go. I mean, damn, I'm gonna lose anyway." But to be honest, losing was liberating, because it was like, well, hell, you can only go up from here. So now I just don't even care. It's like, shit, I get in the slam if I lose. I was in Genesis slam and I was just like, well, I was a little hurt. I just said, man, don't even matter. I'm having fun and shit. Venom out of Chicago, he just was in the slam, won $2,000. So in that respect, it's lucrative. I mean, you do poetry all the time. You may not make a whole lot, but $2,000 is a lot to win in a poetry slam. So I invite the competition, because I just like having fun. And Greg, I grew up with our brothers, so we competed anyway. It's like another competition for us. So, but I don't, either way, I like to perform. I don't mind getting the slams. You doing your own poetry anyway, whether it's a slam or not. And it's just kind of like maybe some sort of validation or ranking. And if you lose or win, you still just keep doing what you love. It don't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just can't see any of you guys in no competition, okay? Because it's time for mainstream. As good as you guys are, it's time for mainstream. Let me ask you guys this: do you have you ever gone to a poetry show and you heard your verse? Somebody else did your verse?
Hell no. I'll probably jump on stage and whoop ass.
No.
That
Put my
would
nose
be
in
that
that.
would be so messed up. That's like a comedian hearing somebody else doing his jokes.
Man,
Exactly.
if you be ready to whoop their ass, it ain't really much else because you know they stole it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and to
What
be honest, if
what
you do
what's
stuff
the,
like that, you would lose respect from so many poets, man, so
Yeah.
fast.
I was gonna ask what's to stop someone from doing that?
It's
That's,
respect. It's just
that's the
it's a
respect.
culture of respect.
And they might get their ass put off stage and whooped if the
Right.
person they
And
stole
it's
it from.
embarrassing. Especially people that frequent that. Like if people come see Fontaine a lot of times, they remember his work. So if they hear somebody else say it, they gonna automatically know like he
This
stole my
month, and then
shit.
they gonna lose all respect. Ain't nobody gonna really deal with them after that. Cause then they gonna be afraid that they'll steal anybody's shit if they was stealing yours. They'll steal anybody.
The only way I could see me taking somebody's piece, it would be credit giving. I'd be like, as Fontaine say, woo, woo, woo. He would be giving me
Yeah,
credit. I
Yeah.
would
yeah,
never sit there
do
and
that.
give his piece. I will let it be known. Fontaine, sit there. This is his piece. I'm rocking with it, and I'm gonna throw this up in there. But respect will be given, and he will be mentioned.
Yeah,
It will never just be taking a piece of his stuff and just making it as if I sit there and did it. No.
So do you
and
guys
the most,
copyright your work?
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Right
always
here.
good to do that.
I
Yeah,
did.
definitely.
I did. Right here.
There you go.
Nowadays it's not quite it's not as easy to steal people's work as it used to be with the internet because a lot of times people they type their work and it's all time stamped anyway. So if somebody steal your work, you know, you even if it's not even if it's not copywritten, you could still most people got their work time stamped in some type of email typing. It's hard to but now it's a huge amount of respect when you say something that's nice, that's cold, and people say, "Damn, I would have thought of that." And that's a huge amount of respect when somebody say, "Damn, man, I wish I'd have thought of that," or "How did you come up with that verse or that line?" And that's about as far as it goes. But if somebody actually take your line, they gonna lose all respect as a poet. Yeah,
So what
nobody
about,
gonna want to support them.
so what about okay? Say that they didn't take your line. What if if you came and you heard them and you heard your style being copied?
Nah, that's different.
That's
So
different.
that's plus I've heard people use similar words that I've used in poems, and I felt like I might have had influence on what they said, but I've never ran into a situation because that's the quickest way to almost get like unofficially like barred from the poetry scene. Once you start doing stuff like that, your respect level has dropped so fast, so far, you may not ever get it back. So thankfully that hadn't happened. Hopefully it don't. But if it happened to me, Greg, I'm a yank a nigga off stage, man. They gonna know. He gonna know, man.
Just give me a call, man. I get the yang yang, man. We go up on, gonna handle that business, make it the little Roscoe, come out there and say, "Hey, bro, what you doing?" We'll hook that up, okay? Hey, I want to play for you. I want to play for you guys what we played at the beginning of the show one time, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this young man. All right, real quick. It's a couple of minutes long. His name is Royalty. It's called "Letter to Your Flag." All right, y'all check this out.
We pledge allegiance to your flag of the United States of America and to your republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who? For you? For some? Not for us, not for our people, so please stop saying we equal with your flag of red, white, and blue in one hand. You beat us until we're black and blue with the other beat us, until we're none beat us, until we can't walk straight, then you put us in chains if we lucky. But for the ones of us who aren't so lucky, you tell us to put our hands up as some type of sick tribute to your privilege, and then you pull the trigger into our bodies laid down on your ground, pull the trigger until your clip is empty, pull the trigger until we make your evening news, and then when our children cry, we have to look our children in the eyes and tell them that they have to be cautious, that when they walk your streets, they have to do so in fear that they have to spend an entirety of their life looking over their shoulder because you will hunt them down and you will bury them, either in a prison system that aims to disenfranchise them or the dirt beneath their feet. And this is all because of that same racism that you love to say no longer exists. But we all know that that same racism is the reason that when we want to put a hood on, we resist. The reason that when we go to get these jobs, we're dismissed at the door. The reason that when we go to shop, we're watched in your stores. That racism is the reason that us saying your Pledge of Allegiance feels a lot like a root canal or a whip's impact against our flesh or a baton to our head or a bullet in our back or tear gas at a Black Lives Matter protest. That racism is the reason that 3 women clenched their purses as I walked through the entrance of this very building. It hurts that I have to remember that the system I was born into was built to work against me. Hurts that I have to remember. Hurts that I have to remember. Hurts that I have to... Hurts that I actually have to remember that you will happily invest more money into the preservation of wildlife than you ever will into the preservation of black life. Let me ask y'all a question. When y'all turn on your TVs and witness another black body laid out on your concrete, what do y'all see? Another murder? Another sad story? Another funeral? Do you see the aftermath? I see another child that lost their father, another single woman trying to raise a man, another broken home which leads to another child that grows up and suffers the same fate as their father, which means another black woman that outlives her adolescent son. This country practices a culture that lacks equal rights for blacks, and we love to say that black don't crack. Meanwhile, y'all shatter our melanin like glass. My back breaks for everybody you lay at our feet, for every memory I try to erase within your war zones. Late nights reveal that my PTSD has found its way to the surface. And my hate for this country reminds me that I'm far from patriotic, so it's a little ironic that I pledge allegiance to your flag of the United States of America and to your republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for who?
Come on.
Yes, I love him. I watched him before. He's a
That was
great
dope.
poet.
That really was dope. I feel like, you know, it was powerful and it had meaning. I don't write a whole lot of like black pain poetry because it's sad to say, but I don't really, I acknowledge it. I feel it, I relate to it, but I ain't really got stories that I've been through personally that's that level of black pain, you know, because I do acknowledge how the police do us and how America is, and I be pissed off about it, but I be real angry at ourselves, at black people and how so I don't really write a lot of black. I feel like it's necessary though. But if you do a black pain poem at an event, a slam where it's predominantly white people, you will win because they will not. They will not. It's like a dead giveaway that they racist if they say anything about black pain, boy. Yeah, but that was stuff.
I'm gonna have to remember. I'm gonna have to remember that if I need some extra change, dude.
I'm telling you, man, they will not boo your black pain. They'll be like, oh, but they would not never say anything bad about black pain, brother.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, look, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us, man. I mean, I love spoken word, and when I went that one day in Gary and Miller, dialogue, okay, and I saw my man Fontaine. I hadn't seen him in a minute since he was helping me produce Dope Living, the group. You know, a long time ago, he openly invited us to his studio, and appreciate him so much for that, man. He didn't have to do it, didn't charge us a penny, and let us come in there and use the studio, and they did some great work. Appreciate you, bro, all day long. And you got one more for us before we go. Brandy, I became a fan of Brandy's that very night, okay, because she was actually the featured artist that night, and dude, she came out there and she did her thing, all right? Because I was on my way out the door, all right? I'm like, okay, I heard my man Fontaine Heard a couple other people, but I don't know them. So I said, let me roll. And then they introduced her, and she got up there, and she was. Oh man, I'm just telling you, it was fantastic. Brandy, I'm a fan, and I appreciate you for hanging out with us on Dope Living TV Live, for real, man. Uh, Miss Genesis, man, look, I'm a fan now of yours. Um,
Thing.
you guys just come from the heart, man, and I can appreciate that. And again, and I'm a man of my word. You guys are welcome to this show anytime you get ready, and we can ready to do some big things. Y'all just hang out with me. I got you. All right.
Every Wednesday, right?
Every fucking Wednesday, man. Okay, you guys can come over here and do whatever y'all want. I'm serious. All right, Fontaine. Before we go, man, give us one more.
Okay. I am an addict. Well, a sex fanatic. It is a classic case of ass and face, clit on tongue, fuck so long till my dick goes dumb syndrome. And it might be in the medical book, but it really don't matter the form that the rhetoric took or how Oedipus really looked, because he was still the first true motherfucker. And I know some brothers part to the good girls, but I've always had a soft spot for cum suckers. Not to mention that I'll bring the beef like spot ruckers for as long as she bring the cum like a professional nut buster, then we'll do just fine. And when in doubt, grind. And if you can't speak, bitch, sign. Cause I'm a play blind in Panama, and I'm a Taliban or her Palestine. Cause my job is to drop bombs on it, and her job is to keep calm on it. And between the both of us, we gonna make a complete shift in positions. Cause my addiction makes me want to get her legs up and her legs open. Fuck so hard till the bed's broken. Lick so fast till our ass is smoking. It's not me, you see. Cause I am an addict. That's that piece. Thank y'all.
Hey.
That's that.
Fontaine, you do a lot in the what do you guys call it, burlesque?
I'm gonna go to the show this weekend, and but I have never been.
You ready, bro?
Are you
Yeah, he ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. Yeah, I'm gonna come, man, because I'm curious to see what they got going in that mother, man. I might walk out of there with 2 wives. Who knows?
I'm going to watch. Look, if I'm in town, I might watch. I'm going to go watch some HBO After Dark and see if I can get me some ideas right now, man. See what's up, Pornhub or something, man. Because
I appreciate the fact you guys really take your art very serious.
Yeah.
And even though you're slamming on here, I can see it being very different on the stage.
Oh man, it's so interactive with the audience because you actually pause and interact. I mean, it's a show. You got to come out, Gina. Honestly, it is an absolute show.
It is different as opposed to going to a rap concert or something like that. It's different. Number one, you ain't got to worry about getting crushed. Okay, everybody's. I'm just saying, everybody is really mannerable because you got a grown crowd there. Even if you 20, 21 years old, you still in a grown crowd, and ain't nobody doing all of that rowdy stuff. And it is such a beautiful atmosphere. You come in there, you chill. You relax. It's a moment to get away. It's a good date night. Okay.
Right.
And,
yeah, no doubt.
Go out there and do your thing, man. And see, and the person I was talking about with the radio, she just texted me right now. What she say? I didn't text her yet, but I'm quite sure she watched. And I'm gonna call her as soon as I get over here. I want her to do.
Hey, Queen, I know who you're talking about.
I want her to do a spoken word night on her radio show, even if it's just with you guys. I want her to do that. I want her to interview you guys. I want her to handle. Look, man, come on. It's gonna happen, okay? And then from there, it's gonna get different, okay? It's gonna get real different. I promise y'all, man. And I don't. Ooh, Gina, shut me up, Gina.
Hey, you know, Greg, we grateful, man, because as poets, we do what we do at our best, but we don't do everything. And it's guys like you who may not do poetry, but you got talents that you offer that's just as equally as vested as our own. So it really takes a collage of people with different talents to come together to make something happen. And we appreciate you even finding interest in us and incorporating us in your show and trying to make another lane for poets, because we getting outran by rap music. And I like rap music, But it's just that poetry is not that far down the totem pole to where it's the notoriety is not there like it is in rap music, and the money
Absolutely,
is
man.
not there like it is, you know.
We
And
got to
we
make it
want
happen.
the business, yeah.
We got to make that happen, okay? But I'm humbled by that, man, and I appreciate that. But that's him right there, man. He's the one who does all of this for us, okay? So let's get it in. Let's stay creative, y'all. Uh, Again, man, this is spoken word, man. That's lady, Miss I am. She corrected me with that three. Miss I'm Genesis. Okay, there's Brandy. It is her time. Okay, it's been your time. You just didn't know it. Okay, and my good friend, my brother, man, the man who just sets this shit off. Okay, it's Fontaine, man, and Gina, of course, my right hand man, woman. I'm sorry, my right hand over there. She always got my back, man. We're gonna do some things. You guys heard it here first on Dope Living TV. Some shit gonna go down. All right, New Year's coming up. All right, watch.
Ready.
Dope Living TV
Okay.
live, y'all. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right,
All right.
peace.